I hope that you can hear me. I'll be sharing my presentation. I hope it's clear for everyone and audible. Sharing and presenting this one, yes. Yeah, hi. So this is Badr Zoud. I'm working in the United Arab Emirates for the government of Sharjah as a senior information security and risk management and researcher. Uh, um, like I worked in different fields of cybersecurity and risk management and governance. I'm more into artificial intelligence, and I'm doing more research in these fields. And today I'm going to share some information about one of the most important points, which is related to the natural language processing. Well, like today we are here to discuss more about the artificial intelligence, what solutions are there, what techniques used there, what benefits and features are used in these solutions. Well, like everyone is providing different ideas in terms of the chatbots, in terms of the AI, in terms of the automation of the business processes. Where like it's like almost of this techniques is trying to make it easy for organizations to manage and reduce the complexity, reduce the time required to do their processes, to interact with their like their customers, their clients, and so on. But still, like these applications, taking us to, think more about like how to secure these things. One of the most important techniques used in the AI, used in the chatbot and other, kind of AI applications is the natural language processing, which is trying, to introduce more easier way to interact between the human and the computers and devices. And this one led me to think more about this topic, to present it and highlight the cyber defense techniques which can be used by relying on the natural language processing, which already some of the vendors, some of the applications, security tools they are using, and some of them they are not. Some of them they are trying to enhance, or like this like try to use these features to take it to the next level of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and more. That cyber defense techniques with natural language processing is our topic for today. And I hope still that everyone is, able to hear me and understand what I'm trying to present. So I choose the 4 questions to highlight them here and try to answer them to reach to the certain point of highlighting this technique. First thing, like I'm going to talk about the word hack, like when it was highlighted and by whom and for what purpose and what is it about now or today. After that, I'll be going to like, since I'm talking about the hacking, I'll talk about what is like fundamental of cybersecurity and what is it for, what we are trying to achieve by doing cybersecurity. And then I'll be moving to specifically to the natural language processing and, explain it, like find like the use of this technique or language. Then I will be talking about the cyber defense, cybersecurity techniques, which can be used by utilizing the natural language processing. First question was about the word hack, which was introduced 1965 by the MIT which was like introduced to, to describe or introduce and add, programming tricks to help programmers to develop their applications in easiest way, more enhancing those applications and the tricks to reduce the calculations, the functions, and so on. But today, hack leads to damage, leads to steal our information. Hackers trying to make money, trying to damage their reputation, trying to find the most critical systems and doing the breach. This is leading to think more about artificial intelligence, chatbots, and different kind of bots and applications and how to secure them. It's not about developing them. It is also more about securing them, finding ways to develop security applications by relying on the natural language processing and different techniques using the AI. Then going to the cybersecurity, and what is it about? We talk about cybersecurity as protecting, like it is more about protecting our digitalized, assets in the digital format from the damage, from unauthorized access, from the hackers to take, from the loss of these things, and from the compromise. This is aiming to, making the confidentiality and availability and integrity of those assets and those informations where in their like software and information format and digital format. And this is can be achieved, the governance. It's more about, the interaction between the people, the process, and technology. And the data is the most important, for sure. The data is the most important part. Like without data, like what we are trying to achieve. So the communication and the interaction between people and technology by utilizing the process, like which organization is putting for the employees or users or like in different areas, uh, this feels like require things or techniques like the natural language processing to make it easy for the human to interact with those computers. So that's why we are talking today about this technique, the natural language processing technique and language, which is part of the artificial intelligence and computer science, and it is more focusing on the interaction and communication between the computers and the human devices and the human Internet of Things and human. And it is used in many applications. It's used in the chatbots, it's used in the virtual assistants, it's used in the customer service, automation applications. It used in the search engines, and nowadays it used in more and more in the like artificial intelligence, search engines, which is advanced things, which is relying more on this language. And this is like, here to make it easy to communicate between human and computers and to understand each other. As you know, like we should have middleware things like to translate the human behaviors to machine behaviors, and also in the other side. This lead to talk about, as I mentioned in the beginning, like we are talking about applications, we are talking about artificial intelligence applications, chatbots, and so on. So we here talk about the cyber defense techniques by utilizing the natural language processing in different applications to protect these solutions which we are providing for customers. It is more used in the malware detection, where like malware, as you know, like malware, it's behaving in different ways. It has IOCs, it has languages, it's written in different languages. So we have to make sure those applications which we are developing to protect us from malwares, understanding different languages, understanding different techniques, understanding different codes. So, and giving us the right information about these behaviors. Then moving to threat intelligence field in the cyber defense, which is one of the most important, and it can enrich our solutions and devices with a lot and more of logs, informations about and IOCs and so on. This required more time and more effort from the analysts to be able to identify if this is a legitimate or if this is a malicious. This is, require a language like the NLP to be there to make it like easy. It transfers from an unstructured information to structured data. Then we can understand this one, and we can take actions based on this information which is provided to us. And then like moving to talk about a user behavior, which we where we are talking about a human behavior and an interaction with computers. So people, when they interact with computers, they behave in like different ways. So we require a language to understand those behaviors and indicate that and provide us indicators if there is something abnormal is happening in this communication. So the system and this language can understand the behaviors of these users and what they interact, what they do. And then if there's something abnormal, then it will provide us with this information about this in unusual behaviors between like users and machines. And at the end of this cycle, like of cyber defense techniques by using the natural language processing, it's more about how to respond for those attacks, those threats, those abnormal user behavior, those malware, and so on. We require something to make it easy for us, faster and structured and more accurate. We don't want to spend more time on taking the action. If we identify something in a format like where is it like accurate and true positive, we need to take action. Automation, we need to take action quickly without waiting someone to analyze and do all these activities. And then at the end of this one, like we can talk about natural language processing is one of the most important languages and technique, and it is still under research, and researchers still trying to utilize it, trying to do more research to enhance and use this technique more into these applications to like either like in terms of cyber defense, in terms of different business applications, business AI applications, more into machine learning, more into the AI, to where like even the natural language can help organize our organization to read the complex data, the big data, doing the big data analysis, doing the predictions of our business, doing more into our threats prediction and detection, and then at the end, like responding to all these threats, which is trying to damage our organizations. Where we like mentioned at the beginning that the hack word, like at the beginning, it was used to introduce something for programmers, new tricks and new things, but the bad guys, the hackers, were like abusing this word to nowadays try to make money, to hack organizations, to damage them, to cause, more breaches, more, compromise on those systems, accessing critical data, trying to sell this data and in different ways and make it as a business. So we as researchers, we as solution providers, vendors, and so on, as and organizations, we should work together to make sure that this kind of techniques we utilize it and we use it and make sure that it is used in mature way. Um, and it is getting utilized for the best for our organizations and our world, so to make it safe from those bad people and bad actors. And at the end, I would like to thank you all for joining and listening for me. And I'll be more than happy to answer any question in the chat. You can, write any question you want about the topic which I discussed, and I will be answering that one and listening for all your comments and feedback. Thank you very much, and have a nice day and enjoy the rest of of the day and other sessions. Thank you very much.